Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well out there. Today I wanted to show you guys my Gretsch 6120. It's a 2001 and I've had this guitar actually since like August 2020 and I don't know why I haven't done a demo yet on it, but today's the day. So anyway, a little backstory to this. I've always been a huge Brian Setzer fan and I've always loved the sound of his Gretsches, so I decided that I wanted to get one, and there was a good deal on this one on the used Facebook market, and I ended up picking it up. So super lucky to have this guitar. It sounds fantastic and it's quickly become one of my favorites. I've had some mods done to it. I'll kind of tell you guys about that, and then I'll play you guys some different sounds here. So the mods that I had done, first of all, the volumes on these things, if you turn them down at all, like even just like one little notch, it instantly becomes dark. So I had a treble bleed put on the master volume right here. These two volumes are for the bridge and neck pickups. I never touched those. And then let's see, what else did I have done? Oh, the switches. So I've got the pickup selector switch right here. It used to be right here, and right here was the mud switch, but I had that taken out. If you don't know what the mud switch is, when it's in the lower position, it takes out a lot of the highs out of any of the pickups, and when it's in the upper position, it takes out even more highs. So in the center, it's kind of like, you know, just passive. It's not doing anything. And there's just no use for me to have that switch, so I had it taken out. And I had the pickup selector switch moved here because that's how Brian Setzer has one of his 6120 set up. So let's see. I took off the pick guard just because it was kind of in my way. What else did I do? It's a fantastic sounding guitar. I had to lower some of the pole pieces and the Filtertrons. This is my first guitar with Filtertron pickups, and I like immediately fell in love with them. So much to the point that in my white Stratocaster I'm putting a Filtertron, one of the humbucker sized Lollertrons in the bridge pickup. And let's see, this is my first guitar with a Bigsby, which I love. I've heard mixed reviews on Bigsby's, and I absolutely love this one. It stays in tune really well. The only thing I don't like about it is it's kind of a pain in the butt to change strings, but you know, it comes with the price of having that tone, having that sound, you know. So the other thing that I really like about this guitar is the ebony fretboard. It's really easy to play and it's nice and bright. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like easier to play like a rosewood board, but it's brighter like a maple board. So kind of the best of both worlds for me. Alright, I'll go ahead and play you guys some tones here. For the rig today, I'm just running the Gretsch into the J-Rocket Blue Note. That's my always on pedal. And then if I hit some overdrive, it's probably going to be the Nobles ODR1 here. What you guys heard at the beginning of the video was just the J-Rocket and the Boss EQ as a mid boost. And then I've got the Oceans 11 by Electro Harmonics for some reverb going into the Fender Supersonic, which is mic'd up with a 112 cab, it's going into a 112 cab, and we're mic'd up with a Shure SM57. It's just got a greenback in it. So this is what it sounds like. Here's just the Gretsch and the Blue Note and the Oceans 11. back up here a little bit so you guys can see the guitar a little better. One thing I love about the sound of this guitar is the clarity in the pickups. It's those, that Filtertron sound. They're kind of bright, but they're also just so clear, which, goes with bright pickups. But then also with the hollow body, the guitar being a hollow body, it sustains like for days, and it's awesome. I've got the cabinet in another room, and if I play an E chord, it'll just ring forever. Alright, let me show you guys the middle position, the two pickups together. Kind of that classic Chet Atkins sound, which is awesome. Okay, now the only time that I turn down the volume knob on this guitar is when I switch to the neck pickup, because it does get a little woofy and it has a little more output to my ears than the bridge pickup. So actually, let me show you guys with the volume wide open what it sounds like, compare it to the bridge pickup. Here's the bridge. Okay, so I like to turn that down because the treble bleed is taking out some of the low end, and then it's also bringing the overall signal of the pickup down a little bit. All the way up. Alright, let me go back to the bridge pickup and I'll demonstrate how the volume knobs kind of get really dark as soon as you start to turn them. So here's all the way open. And I'm just barely going to move it. That's maybe down to 9 on the volume knob. Back up at 10. So with that treble bleed on the master volume, it doesn't take off so much highs there. It actually does a good job of getting rid of some of the lows, which I like, once again, for the neck pickup. So let's go ahead and hear the guitar with a little overdrive. Gonna kick on the Nobles ODR1. Cool thing about this guitar, if you have some overdrive on it and you start to let it ring out, it sustains forever, and then you get that really cool natural feedback, even with the amp, the speaker cabinet in another room. I use this guitar for my new song Lie Awake. I used it for all the rhythm parts. If you guys heard that song, I released it about a month ago. And if you guys listen closely to some of the guitar parts, you can hear a lot of that feedback ringing out throughout the song. I did that on a lot of different guitar tracks, and it just turned out really cool. So here's the neck pickup, kind of in lead mode, I'm going to kick on the Boss EQ and also kick on the Wampler bell in front of the Nobles. So now we've got the J-Rocket, the Wampler, Nobles, and the Boss EQ all turned on. Sounds like this. So there you guys have it. Once again, that is my Gretsch 6120. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This guitar has quickly become one of my favorites, and I really couldn't imagine not having it in my guitar arsenal now. It's just become really crucial, especially for rhythm parts in tracks. I took it to the Jessica Hannon session a couple weeks ago, and it sat in the tracks so well. It's like on those Filtertron pickups. I'm hoping it's going to be the same way in my white Strat when I put it in, but at least on this guitar, it's like they always are right on the edge of breakup, and they always sound perfect for exactly what I want. They're not too clean, they're not too distorted. Even when I kick on overdrive, it's not that gainy per se, but it just sounds really, really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I will see you guys next week for another video.